Hello everyone, I'm Brian and today I'm going to be doing a trailer reaction to 3022. So this is the image, a poster I do believe. I forget where I saw this at and it looked interesting enough so I saved the title so I could look at it a little bit later. I don't think I ever fully saw the trailer, but I think, during the YouTube ads and stuff, I end up seeing some of it. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Let me just get the title and I can skip it and I can now officially watch it. Alright, so I don't know anything about it other than I remember it being pretty cool, but I don't know if it's good or not, so let's give it a shot.
Home isn't returning our calls.
How long?
10 hours.
Jean, could you see if wiring may have shorted on your end?
10 hours.
Something is happening to Earth. Do you copy?
Grace! Do you know what happened?
Not
I was hoping that you would.
graphically good, but still acceptable.
What do you think happens to our minds when you realize there isn't going to be a happy ending?
The
You're
heck?
all that's left.
Are you afraid to die, Captain?
We're
Oh.
just gonna float around until we suffocate.
That's interesting. Interesting. What do you do?
So empty.
Indeed. Okay, so that's a pretty short trailer. It's from this trailer is from YouTube Movies. This is the movie. If you don't have the movie, I'll just show this trailer. So let's go over the trailer. CGI not so good, but you know what? It works. It you get the point, which is completely acceptable for sure. Especially if the story's good, acting obviously, regardless whether CGI is good or not. If the acting's bad, it's gonna be bad. But so long as the story's good, you can do what you can have subpar CGI. Not too much though, because it can take you out of the immersion of it. So we see is it Paxi or Pansy? I can tell if it's a K or an N. It looks like an N. So Pansy, I believe, and this looks like a International Space Station. So they said that they lost contact with Earth for 10 hours, which, I mean, I suppose. And then all of a sudden, the CGI Earth explodes. Doesn't look all too good, but you get the point. Let's play it.
Something is happening to Earth. Do you copy?
Thanks.
Grace!
I know I'm overly critical on it, but I gotta just point it out. Like, to me, that doesn't look all that great, but you know what? It's not like you see the explosion over and over again. It's a one-time thing. So that is interesting. So basically what they're playing at is the sheer fact that these people are out in space, I guess, something like the International Space Station, and then Earth explodes. Why does it explode? You know what? Don't even worry about it. That's what it's going for, You don't know. Just Earth somehow explodes. I guess nuclear war happened. One of the nukes went into the Earth crust and they freaking exploded it. And now they're by themselves, basically. How many people is there in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the very least. And then they start hallucinating. So I'm assuming this is someone's daughter and the daughter's room. Maybe hers. And basically them living out their life on this space station, wondering what they're gonna do. Is there a point? And them just trying to go through the day to find the answer, whether it's worth living or what do they need to do. So I guess they're just all sleeping here. Let's see what they say here.
We're all that's left.
Are you afraid to die, Captain?
We're just gonna float around until we suffocate.
Yep, and that's another thing too. They don't necessarily have unlimited air supply. They don't have unlimited air supply, so they're just gonna. So it's either. Is it worth living until the very end, knowing that there is an end, and there's nothing you can do necessarily about it. I mean, we're all doomed, but at the very least, up until that time, you can enjoy your life. You can, hang out with friends, do whatever that you find enjoyable, and make the world a better place. You have an impact in the world. It may be very little, but still, it's an impact. It could be a cascading effect. You treat someone kindly, and all of a sudden, because of that, you spark motivation in them to become a better person. Well, here, there is not that, because your untimely doom in this one is either, I don't think it's going to be old age, because even though this is 3022 way into the future, I'm not exactly sure how I don't know what technologies they have. I don't know if there's colonizing other planets. If so, then that should be their objective, is to go to, say, Mars or whatever. If they're going to colonize, if that's colonized, should be going to other human civilizations, wherever that may be. But it seems like Earth is the only civilization here, so there's nothing out there for them. Let's continue on before I keep on rambling about it. No home, yeah, exactly. Okay, so basically you just pointed out the obvious: no home, no hope, no time. No time. There's plenty of time. That CGI was awful, because you could clearly look like he's sitting down. But you know what, it works. And him just saying, there's nothing out here. Yes.
So empty.
Oh, it's so empty. Well, same thing. Okay, so 3022. So basically, yeah, I guess it's gonna, I don't know how many people here, maybe 6 or 5, that are just gonna be hallucinating, wondering if it's worth living till the very end, what they should do, basically, with just either living, whether it's worth going to the very end, or what. Because, I mean, I don't think these people are especially trained to terraform, say, Mars, if they can even make it over there. And I don't think they necessarily have the equipment for it, nor do I believe that their station that they're on has a way of landing. It seems like it's meant to be out in orbit, and that's it, to orbit Earth. And that's it. It's not meant to land. Kind of like the International Space Station, I do believe. I believe that's meant to stay out there forever, unless they start taking apart, which I don't think they would send it to Earth anyway, because they have no way of getting it. It's just going to crash into the ocean or some land, so they're more than likely just going to ship it out to the sun. And this is what seems like the very same thing. They have, again, I don't know what the technology is, just based on what I see, it's just an International Space Station. Man, I repeated myself so much there. So yeah, so basically, they're wondering what they need to do. There's a time limit. That time limit's not old age, it's oxygen, water, or food. Or psychology of their psyches, whether they go crazy and start killing each other, because we see some of them already hallucinating. Alright, so based on this trailer, what would I rate this? It was exciting at first, but the sheer fact that it seems to all take place in one area, there is no external element other than the only conflict is within themselves and with each other, inside this confined area with no hope, almost in a limited time, whether that be food, oxygen, or water, and what they're gonna do. So it kind of it restricts the movie quite a lot. So that's a little worrisome, I will say. So based on that, I'm thinking this is going to be about a 3, maybe 2.5 to 3. It seems so limited. It was an interesting story, the sheer fact that the Earth blew up. It'd be much better if they had some type of hope, like Earth exploded, we need to get to Mars, but the explosion of the Earth knocked out our radio, and now we have to figure out a way how to fly to Mars and get in contact with Mars, so that they can send someone up to get us off the ship. That's just my theory right there, That's just my idea right there, Copyrighted. But yeah, but it seems like, again, it says no hope, no, what did it say? No home. Basically, yeah, means Earth was the only home. Now that's their only home, and they're not considering it home. All right, so 2.5 to 3, the really confined area and the story being very extremely limited on what they can actually do with it may hurt it. But again, I don't know. It could be very good, but based on the trailer that I've seen alone, 2.5 to 3. Alright, what about you guys? What would you rate this? Would this a 5, a must watch, a 4, I will watch, a 3, I may watch, a 2, a may not watch, or 1, won't watch? Let me know in the comments below and explain your reasoning why. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.